What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It has been a very long time, and here I am again doing another update video because that's apparently all that I do on this channel anymore. I'll do an update video saying, hey, I'm going to start recording videos again, and then I don't record videos, and a couple months later I do another update video saying the same thing. But I think I have finally found a good balance for streaming and recording. So let's jump into things. As you notice, we are in 1.14.2. The pre-release is out. I haven't switched over to it yet for 14.3, but we are going to be playing on the KuyaCraft world. But you'll notice it has been uploaded to a server, and I will explain all of that very soon. Actually, I guess we could probably go ahead and explain that now. This stuff is all out of order. Let's get all of this back in order. So, we are over here. I think I've showed this off. We are preparing for like Season 3. I've been doing a lot of prep work for Season 3, which we are still far from being finished with Season 2 over at the Dwarven area. But Season 3 is going to be Atlantis, and we are clearing out a 501 by 501 circle here in the ocean, clearing it all the way to bedrock. I myself have done the majority of the work. I had my friend Monkey help me place some glass. We placed all the glass all the way around. And the only other thing that the others have done so far, one of my other mods, Foxy, has collected some sand for me. And then Goofy and Masters and Foxy have helped me kind of, I don't want to say dig out, but they help me level. We use a flying machine to get rid of all the water. And as you can see down here, the flying machine needs it to be level at the bottom. So what we do is I'll get everything ready. I'll throw it up on the server. And we'll come down to y equals 32, which this is still a little high, but we'll go to y32, and then we will clear everything down to y32. This is just a massive project to do by myself, so I'm just getting their help doing that. I think what I want to do is probably for the majority of this, we're digging it all the way to bedrock. I'll probably do I'll section it off again and probably build TNT duplicators up here and let them just rain down TNT to do the majority of the work. I'm going to lose a ton of blocks that way, but it'll save so much time. We've gotten this amount of work done in just over a week. We got a little more work to finish out this quarter of the water. These little sections right here, which I'm hoping I can actually, the design I'm using doesn't actually have to have a square anymore. So I'm hoping for like these other sections I can get rid of more water with the flying machines, because that'll save a bunch of time. That'll save a ton of time. So if we'll head over here, I can show you just what we got done so far. You can kind of see we're almost finished with this quarter of the water. But we've still got plenty more to get rid of. We're going to dig it all the way to bedrock. And yeah, I can give you a little example of what we're actually going to be doing over here. This is a very small scale, but imagine this is our outside circle. We're going to have water flowing over the edge of this. We're going to dig it all the way to bedrock and have water flow over the edge. So it's a waterfall all the way around, which is, I think, will look pretty cool. So unless you're standing like very center and your render distance is pretty low, you won't be able to see, because I mean, I'm standing right here and I still can't see. I can see just a little bit of the edge over there, but that's about it. But the city of Atlantis, I'm going to build from the bedrock, build up a mountain that kind of curves out like this to build our city on, our platform. And it's going to come up about halfway. Instead of coming all the way up, we are what, Y68? It'll probably come up to like Y32. That way when... maybe even a little bit smaller. We may go like 25. That way some of the buildings in the side, the tallest building will come up to like Y40 maybe, Y50. I don't want it to poke over the edge, basically. So when you're in the city and you're walking around, you'll always have these waterfalls flowing down. I don't know if I want to put water at the bottom or if I want it to be like a bottomless pit. If we do the bottomless pit, that is a lot of glass. That is an absolute insane amount of black glass, because we need minimum 3 layers if not more. 5 would probably be ideal. Of glass down at the bottom of this thing, and that's insane. So we'll probably just do water at the very, very bottom. But yeah, it's getting dark. Oh well. The city that will be there, we'll have the waterfalls. The color palette's going to be mainly quartz. I've got some data packs, of course. I've mentioned those before. One of the data packs is I can smelt nether wart and turn it into one piece of quartz. So we'll be, one of the first farms we're going to be building is a big nether wart farm, because we're going to need a lot of quartz. We're going to use a lot of blue blocks, a lot of water, and a lot of stone gray. So gray, white, and blue are kind of our palettes that we're going to be working with. These sections are going to be guardian statues that go from bedrock all the way to the surface of the water, probably a little above the surface of the water, because I want the water to kind of like run over their shoulders and down, which I think will look pretty cool, if I do say so myself. So this idea kind of came from the Disney movie of Atlantis. But yeah, we've got a lot to cover. So I think, like I mentioned earlier, we kind of have a balance. I've kind of got a balance going now of stream versus recording. And I think what I want to do for the time being, because I really do miss making the videos, I really miss uploading, editing, the whole 9 yards. I think one of the things, I think the best way to balance it is to do as much work as I can through the week on stream and get as much work as I can done, and then come back once a week and kind of be an update video, say, hey, this is what we got done. Like in this case, I'd be like, all right, guys, this week on stream, we managed to get this entire section cleared out. You can see we've got an awesome mob farm, very fancy mob farm down here, but kind of that idea, and just show off. Of course, after we get this cleaned out, it'll be a whole lot better, because we'll actually be showing off new farms, we'll be showing off buildings, we'll be showing off a lot more stuff that way. Once we finally get everything kind of started and building over here on Atlantis, we're actually probably not going to be using our auto chunk farm over there. We're going to set this as spawn, the very center of the this area of our Atlantis build, and rebuild all the new farms, because 1.13 and 1.14 have brought in a lot of new stuff, a lot of new functions that we can redo a bunch of those farms over here, but better. So I'm really looking forward to that. This thing, this would be a good example for kind of what we're doing. It'd be for what the update videos will be like. It'll be like, all right, guys, today or this week we've managed to get a auto sorting / shulker box loader set up. So all these blocks that we're mining, we can come up here, put them in the chest, or we can put them in a shulker box, drop the shulker box on top of the hoppers here, and it'll go up the water, up the water vader here. I'll go up the ladder. Up. There we go. And I'm using these new stone slabs, which look amazing. I love them. I know they look just like stone, but it's going to be awesome when we're trying to mob-proof things. But see, the items come up the water vader, they get sorted here through the item sorters, and then they go down into a shulker box loader, you can see here. And when that shulker box gets full, what'll happen, I have nothing on me. Okay, so let's jump down here. What happens is it'll get full, it'll send a signal through here, it'll send a signal up here. It'll actually send a signal through this hopper. It'll block that hopper, and this observer will notice that and sending out another signal through this repeater. This repeater will power this piston, this sticky piston, pushing this observer up, powering that repeater, and that's going to activate that sticky piston, which will extend and crush this shulker box down into the chest, and at the same time it will observe this dispenser right here, and it will dispense another shulker box. So basically what it's doing is it's filtering the items. The items go in here. Once it gets full, it gets sent down here, and another one gets sent to replace it. So you can see here we've collected a pretty good chunk of stone. The others we've not got a ton of. We've got a little bit of andesite and granite and diorite. We've got a bunch of gravel, which will be very instrumental when we start doing the white concrete. We've got dirt. We've got sand. We've got, I don't remember, cobblestone. We got some cobblestone in case we have, we pick up some cobble from blowing things up or something. I don't know. And then this one is just kind of ores and random assorted items. For some reason, it hasn't been working too well, the item filters. So the last chest has been getting a little more than what they really should. But that's okay. That's okay. I don't need this anymore. We can put this up. So I'm guessing you've noticed a few changes to some resource packs and some data packs and things. So let's go over those real quickly. I did update some of our textures, our resource packs. I'm using Exuma vanilla tweaks for the majority of them like this. It shows which way the hoppers are going, which when you're up here is very, very useful. You can see the observers also show which way. Basic things like the grass blocks texture here. Just bring it down. All the different blocks have that. The redstone dust will show its signal, which I think is pretty good. You can see here, this one has a signal of 2, 1, 0. So I'm happy with that, but just a few little things like that. Nether brick is black now, brighter nether, better wither hearts if you get withered, little things like that. Data packs, I've added a few. Honestly, the biggest one I've added is the ender beacons, and I'll be honest, it does feel a little cheaty. It is definitely a very late end game data pack, but what it does is you can place beacons in a certain way. I think it takes 2 to make 1, so I've had to use a few to make these. But the ender beacon, once you can place it, you can put it into your ender chest, and as long as it's in your ender chest, you get those beacon effects. So no matter where I go, I've got speed and jump boost and haste, and it definitely feels very cheaty, very modded to me. And I don't know that I will keep it forever, but at the moment, digging on this thing, it's just a whole lot easier than having to go around and set up beacons everywhere. These beacons are for the other people that are helping me out. So, oh, hello there, sir. Let's just send you over there. And that's far enough away. We can finish you off now. I don't want to pick up their stuff. I'm tired of picking up zombie flesh. But yeah, you can see I went through and made an absolute ton of picks and shovels for everybody to help me out here. But let's see here. What other data packs did we add? Oh, you can see another one of the texture changes is the enchanted areas here. They're a little different. And I've added another one that shows the tool decay. So any of my stuff that's getting really low on health, it'll start decaying on the graphic there. So all those are on Exuma. Of course, there will be a link in the description for all that. What other data packs have we used? Let's go data pack list enabled. We have anti-Enderman Grief, and of course we got all of our custom crafting recipes still. Customizable armor stands, double shulker shells, double slab crafting, which in 1.14 we don't need that one anymore. More bricks, more stairs, all the heads, renewable coral blocks, blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. I put on the sleep menu here for the server so one person can sleep. But also, we got the redstone torch. We got the terracotta rotation wrench, the redstone wrench, not torch. All these other things. But I put on the bed, one person sleep. And I think I'm going to keep that even after I finished with the server. We get all this stuff dug out. I think we're going to keep it anyways, because one of the changes in 1.14 is how the villagers change, how their trades work and things. So they renew their trades twice a day now. You can't just like trade them and hope it gets renewed. They only do it twice a day. So with this, I can stand on the bed. I can turn it to night, trade with them, max them out, come back over here, turn it to day, trade with them again, and hopefully that will work. Haven't actually tested that yet, but I'm hoping it does. We've got sponges cooking up, trying to get everything ready here. But yeah, we've got a little bit of work done. We got a little bit of progress done. And I think these update videos, especially after we get finished with this, like I said, this part's going to be very boring and dull. All right, guys, guess what? We got more stuff dug out. Yay. Next episode. Guess what, guys? We got more stuff dug out. Hello, Mr. Trader. What you got? That blue ice is not a bad trade. Not a bad trade at all. One of the people on was trying to spell out gloop. We were talking about really, really gloopy chocolate milk. Really thick chocolate milk, and we said it glooped. And one of the guys didn't like the word gloop, so another one was trying to spell out gloop. And I ended just before he managed to finish. So, but as far as updates go for right now, nothing else really big has changed. I made a small sugarcane farm in the what you call it, extreme chunk in our castle, extreme, castle X, castle chunk, castle farming chunk. I don't know what we call it. We never did come up with a good name for it. So I've built a very small sugarcane farm. We took the old one out so that we could build the furnace array down there for the experience and stuff. I can jump higher than both of y'all. Having a little party there. But I built a really, really small one. It's really not great. No, come on. There we go. It's really not that great. It'll definitely be a new one in the Atlantis build. But if we go over to the end, I did change up a little bit. I showed this off as well. I'll show you here in just a second when we get there. Something else I've decided to do for... Well, we can go over here first. Something else I decided to do for Atlantis, the actual buildings and things. I'm not going to have a dedicated storage system this go around. I love building storage systems. So what I'm going to do is build an individual storage system for each particular farm. It'll be... I still don't have any blocks. Say it'll be like the entrance of the building will be right here. We walk in, this will be the storage room. The farm will be built above it, or below it, depending on whatever we need. But and then we just walk into that building for the storage system. So we can do a lot of different storage systems. We can do a different storage system for each farm. But one thing we've upgraded, was our ender over here. All of this is still the same. The only thing that changed was the spawning platform up here. We were trying out a newer one, and I did not like it. So we have built it further up. We have built... we expanded this out, so we get a whole lot more Enderman spawning. So it stays pretty quick now. So that's one little thing, nothing big. But one other pretty significant change is our shulker farm. For those who haven't seen or didn't know, we did build a shulker farm over here. I'd killed, I don't know how many hundreds or thousands of these things the legit way. And to be honest with you, it just got super annoying having to go out to end cities and things and stuff. So I built a shulker farm over here. We've got we got some spawners back there. They spawn. And the only spot for them to actually show up and stuff are over here. So we had it so that the spawners themselves were encased in glass, and the only place they would go to is over here. It worked out really well. But as of 1.14, some things have changed. They can now actually teleport onto glass. So that has complicated things quite a bit. I had to get rid of all the glass that was surrounding them. And also, Used to, if they could not see you, they wouldn't attack. You could sit here and kill them, they wouldn't attack. But now, as soon as you attack one, they're kind of like wolves. They all start attacking. So we had to do something. That's what these fence posts are here for. They block everything they can't get through, and we can still attack. It's a little slower than it used to be, but that's still okay. They get the job done. Lots of buttons. I had to build another little wall inside of here so that a bunch of them were actually managing to shoot over and around and come in and hit me from behind. So what I've done is I've created this little walled in area. I can set up when my mouse can do an auto click, it'll just sit there and automatically click every second or so. So I can AFK in here and get shulker boxes, because we're going to need a lot of shulker boxes for a whole lot of different projects. So there's that. So I'm pretty happy with our progress. I'll be honest, I did take a pretty good significant break from Minecraft for a while. Basically all of 1.13 and all of 1.14 up to this point. Just kind of burnt out, needed a break. But I am super hyped to be back on, ready to go. And I'm really excited about what we've got planned for Atlantis. It is going to be absolutely phenomenal. And I've not forgotten the Dwarven Kingdom. We are definitely going to be working in the Dwarven Kingdom some more as well, getting it all ready and looking good. So you can look forward to that for the rest of season 2, getting it all nice and looking awesome. Dwarven Kingdom honestly was mostly aesthetic anyway. We've not got any real functional things outside of the mine. Maybe the strip mine is functional because it actually goes down to Y11. But other than that, this whole place was really just aesthetic, and I'm really happy with the way it's turned out so far. Really looking forward to finishing it up as well. I like the amount of detail in it. I think it looks phenomenal. So yeah, I'm super excited to be back into Minecraft. The burnt out is gone. I'm ready to go. The more I think about it, the more excited I get. We are also getting ready to... No, bad things. Didn't even know. Oh, nope, there's more. Okay, so that's the thing. We're getting ready to start KuyaCraft season number 2. For those that don't know what that is a survival multiplayer server. I'm a member and founder of the SGA, the family-friendly stream team over on Mixer, with plans to expand onto other platforms as well. But that is our family-friendly stream team on Mixer. And we have got a supporter server on there for all of the members. They can join free of charge, of course, and then their supporters, those who subscribe to their channels on Mixer, those who support them on Patreon, and or those who are like modding for them, because there's other types of support than just financial support. But those who mod and things, they can all join. So it's a really big server, and we got some exciting things coming up for that. We're going to be starting that June 15th. So if you're interested in playing with me on a server, I'll be doing that one a couple days a week as well as this one on stream. And my plans for there will, I'm actually going to be building Hogwarts. I'm going to be building the castle of Hogwarts, the school Hogwarts, from the Harry Potter movies and books. So I'm really excited. I found all the Harry Potter castles, I call them castles because they look more like a castle than anything. They've all sort of changed each year. But I found a website that's got a really good blueprint, really good layout for them. So I'm going to be building that one. I'm really excited about it. So like I said, if you are interested in joining me on the server, you can do that. You can either subscribe on Mixer and get all the sub perks for subscribing. You can also pledge on Patreon, $5 reward mark, and join that way as well. And I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, we've got a lot of stuff going on. Really, really excited. Really happy with our progress. And looking forward to seeing what else we can do. Let's just get rid of that one. So I think that's going to be it for today. I really do appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much for watching. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to hit the like button for me. I'd really appreciate that. And if you really enjoyed, don't forget to subscribe. But I believe that is everything. Links are in the description. And with that being said, I appreciate you, love you. Hope y'all have an absolutely fantastic day. And until next time, have fun, be good, and we'll see you all later. Bye-bye.